Hey guys, hey girls, hey boys. So as you can tell, I'm kind of talking funny because I just finished this Bloody Rose makeup and ooh, was this a challenge. So I just want to get straight into it because I don't know how much longer this is gonna last. So if you guys are interested to see how I did this freaking Bloody Rose look, it was a little stressful, then I suggest you keep on watching. But before you start this video, make sure you hit that subscribe button and turn on your post notification bell so you're notified every single time your girl posts. And without further ado, just get right into the video. So I already went ahead and did my brows and moisturized, prepped the skin before this tutorial starts. So I'm so excited for this tutorial because if you guys don't know, my saying is stay blooming, which is like my life motto, whatever. I kind of created that because it's, I don't know how I started it, but I always just kept saying stay blooming. I even have it tattooed on me. Like, look, if you don't know, it's a flower and it says stay blooming on the stem. It's kind of my thing. It kind of keeps me motivated pretty much. Like, when a flower blooms, pretty much don't stop blooming. Like, just because you got to the place where you want to be doesn't mean you should stop trying. It's kind of like a growth motto that I live by, if that makes sense. When people ask me, I'm just kind of like, stay blooming, keep growing, never stop, just always continue to bloom. So if you guys were wondering what that means or why I always say it, that's pretty much my life motto, what I live by, stay blooming. So if you hear it, your girl did that. I haven't heard anyone say stay blooming, so if you do and it's not me, stole it. Okay, anyways, just kidding. So yeah, this Halloween look is pretty much inspired from my stay blooming saying, but like in a spooky way. So I'm so excited. I saw this inspo on Pinterest and I also saw it on Instagram before. I just saw it this year though. I'd never seen it like last year, so I have to do it. It's flower, it's blooming, it's bloody, it's Halloween vibes. So we're just going to do the basics of a face. I actually just wanted to film my everyday look, so that is what I'm going to be doing right now. So I already prepped my skin using my Ole Henriksen, what's it called? C-Rush Brightening Gel Cream. So I moisturized using this. And I also used my Ole Henriksen Banana Bright Eye Cream under the eyes. And of course, do not forget to moisturize the lips. And I use my Laneige Strawberry Lip Sleeping Mask. So this is my combo for prepping my skin. And I don't feel like using primer today, so we're gonna go straight into the foundation. So I'm using my Dose of Colors Meet Your Hue foundation. I'm in the shade Light 113. This is literally my go-to foundation. Like, I have plenty and I've purchased so many, and this is the one that I've been loving so much recently. Like, it makes my makeup last all freaking day, no matter the weather. Like, I've worn it when it's cold, I've worn it when it's really hot and I'm sweating. At the end of the day, my face looks freaking amazing, so I came to the conclusion this is my go-to. So yeah, I'm just gonna start by applying it on my finger and then onto the face. And then I'm taking the Dose of Colors Beauty Sponge. Again, this is another one that I've been obsessed with recently. Like, I literally reached for only this beauty sponge. It's so good. Alright, so now for concealer, you guys are probably going to be a little shocked because I'm not using my Too Faced Born This Way concealer. I'm actually using my e.l.f. Camouflage one. So I've been loving the bright under eye. I mean, that's been a thing, but like sometimes I don't want the under eyes to be too bright. But this combination, my Dose of Colors foundation with my e.l.f. Camouflage concealer in the shade Light Beige, I've just been loving it. I don't know what it is. Like, my Too Faced Born This Way is still my ride or die. Do not get me wrong. I have it right here just in case I change my mind. But this combination with a Dose of Colors and e.l.f. concealer, amazing, freaking amazing. So I am just going to apply this under the eyes, like so. That might have been too much, but oops. And I'm using my Dose of Color sponge again. This point right here is so good when blending out concealer under the eyes. Alright, so now to set my under eye concealer, I'm going in with my favorite, my Laura Mercier translucent powder. And I'm just going to use, again, the same Dose of Color sponge to first blend out everything to make sure I have no creases. Because that's the #1 rule, you do not want to be creasing at all. Even though like sometimes it's kind of hard, like I'll crease no matter what because that's how my eyes were made, but you know what I mean. Okay, so now I'm going to go in with the powder and set my under eyes. Alright, so I just used my Laura Mercier powder to set under my eyes, and then to set the rest of my face, I go in with my Huda Beauty Banana Bread face powder or loose powder. And I pretty much take the beauty sponge first and set the areas like under my chin, around my mouth. Wherever I get like the most creasing and the most oily, I will set with the beauty sponge because I feel like it really just gets in there. Like on the nose, that's where I get the most oily. And on the forehead. And then I'll go in with the powder brush. This one is the Morphe MB2 brush. And I'll just dust the rest all over. I have a love-hate relationship with this Huda Beauty powder. It's just very strong, like the scent, but the powder is so bomb. Like it makes your skin look like Facetune without the Facetune. And zero flashback for sure. I mean, not that like I take flash photography or anything, but if for instance I do, it looks so good. Alright, so now we're gonna go ahead and bronze the face. I'm taking my Hoola bronzer by Benefit and using, same brush as always, my Real Techniques multitask brush to bronze up the face. Alright, so now that I have all the bronzer on, I'm going to go back into my Huda Beauty powder, shake it up a little bit, and carve out my cheekbones using my Dose of Colors beauty sponge, like so. And I'm just going to let this sit here while we finish up the face and the eyes. Alright, so now for some blush, I'm taking this Morphe blush kit. This is in Pop of Coral. And I'm taking my Urban Studio Stippling 204 brush. And I'm taking the shade Boss and Unapologetic, which is the two matte shades of the palette. And I'm just going to go ham. This is a rose flower look, so I'm going to make sure my cheeks are extra rosy. And on the nose, pretty much everywhere. I think that looks good. Alright, I think I'm gonna do highlight last. Yeah, we'll do highlight last. Alright, so now I'm going to gel my eyebrows down. This is the Benefit 24-Hour Brow Setter. If I can open it. I need a new one really bad. Okay, this is like my freaking baby. Just makes the eyebrows look so natural, feathery. So this thing is key to making your brows look very feathery. So I like to brush up on the brows and then I brush across. Okay, so now we're gonna move on to the eyes. Okay, so I have two palettes here that I'm going to be using today. I have the Friendcation palette, the Dose of Colors Desi X Katie collab, and then I have the Morphe 3502 palette. I want to keep this look very neutral, very warm tone, nothing too dramatic, just because the focus is all on the bloody rose coming out of the mouth. Okay, so first I'm going to go in the Morphe 3502 palette, and I'm going to take this light brown shade right here using a Morphe M441 blending brush. So now I'm gonna go into the Friendcation palette and take this warm chocolatey shade right here. This one is Trudel. And I'm going to use my Morphe M514 brush to apply that. This one is really just gonna darken up the crease. Alright, so now I'm going to go back into the 3502 palette and take this shade right here. It's kind of similar to the transition shade, but it has a little more orange tones and it's a little darker. So I'm just going to apply that on top. Okay, so now for the lid shade, I'm going to go back into the Foundation palette and take the shade Basic right here. I'm using I'm using my Sigma Firm Shader Brush, which is the E57. And just packing the shade onto the lid. Also, I need to get my lashes done. Don't mind it. I'm getting them done next week before my Hawaii trip. I'm so excited. And then I'll go back in a little bit more with some of the Churro shade, just to bring back some warmth. Okay, so now I'm going to line my lash line because, again, my lashes are kind of sparse right now, so I want it to look extra smoky. So I'm just gonna take like a dark brown and black shade to line the lash line. And I'm using a Sigma small angle brush, which is the E65. Alright, so now to smoke out the lower lash line, I'm pretty much going to use every shadow that I used on my eyelid except for the light one, which is a basic shade. I don't know, I just feel like it brings everything together. I just use every freaking shadow. And I'm using my small angle brush again first to just line it. And then I go in with the pencil brush to smoke it out. Alright, so now I'm going to take this crown brush. It just says crown on it. There's no number. And I'm just going to blend out the translucent powder. Okay, so we're almost done. We're going to get to the fun part very soon. So I'm going to highlight my face using my Anastasia X MariiiBajariii highlight. And I'm taking my Morphe M310 fan brush to apply it. And then I'm going to take the same highlighter to highlight my inner corner. I'm using a Morphe M515 brush to apply. Now for the lips, I'm going to be taking my Morphe Love Bite lip liner. And then on top, I'm applying my NYX lipstick. And this one is in the shade Meet Me in Milani. Alright, so now that the makeup look is pretty much complete, it's time for the spooky rose part. So I don't have like the top of the top glue and blood stuff because I know there's like really good brands out there like Ben Nye and stuff, but I just stopped at my local Halloween store, which is Spirit Halloween, and I picked up some Bloody Scab. This was $7.99, so we'll see how this works. And I also picked up some Spirit Gum, and it comes with the Spirit Gum remover. I know this stuff is really sticky. This isn't the actual Spirit Gum brand, whatever, but this is the Spirit brand, and this one is $5.99, so I'm hoping that it works. And I have my rose right here. So I think in the videos or in the pictures that I've seen, they've used fake ones. It might be easier because think about it, like this is kind of heavy, and I really don't know if it's gonna stick. Praying that it sticks. So yeah, I'm gonna have to cut the stem off so that, because obviously this whole thing is not gonna fit on my face. It has to be cut down. So yeah, so what I'm gonna do is first mark where I want the rose to go. I'm just gonna use my lip liner. Why not? How am I gonna do this? Let's see. I think we want to go like right here. Right there. Is that even? Oh my god, let's look at dimple piercings. Whoa there. I'm going to be taking my Sigma Core de Rosa blush and pretty much just applying that. Is it even noticeable? Maybe I shouldn't have done that color. I mean, you're not even gonna be able to see these dots because the blood is gonna be covering it, but it makes it look like the skin is irritated, and that's what we want. Okay, so I'm gonna cut the rose. I don't want the stem to be too long, you know. I think I'm gonna take this out. I should have been prepared and had this open, but you know. Okay, so I'm gonna start by putting the glue on my face. This isn't even sticky. What if I use eyelash glue? I should have known this was not gonna work. There we go. There we go. Please stay, please stay. I'm gonna glue around it. So I'm using this duo glue right now. This is not giving the illusion that I wanted. Like, I wanted it to be glued down. Maybe I should put more glue here. And spirit gum. That stuff sucks. Yeah, so I'm assuming you're gonna need the real glue, and you're probably better off with the fake flower because these stems are a lot thicker and heavier than the plastic ones, but whatever. Okay, we're just gonna let that stay there. And now, so I figured out what you wanna do is probably cut it at an angle so that when you glue it down, it's like staying. Okay, let's try this side. Great, now my camera's dying. Perfect. Alright, so I am very mad right now. It's literally just not staying up at all. I'm gonna try to hold it to keep it up. This one ended up staying, so we're gonna hope for the best with the flower. See how it's falling? I'm so mad. Okay, so now I'm going into the Bloody Scab. I'm just gonna hold this. And I'm pretty much just gonna start by dabbing it on. It's like, maybe I should use a finger. Yeah, that looks a lot more real. Just want it to look really chunky and more dark towards where the flower is. Oh, we're getting somewhere. Oh my god, we did it. Oh, okay. So clearly this was low-key a fail, but also kind of a success. I will definitely recommend using a fake flower because it's not as heavy. Second, buying different glue because the glue was terrible. So yeah, this is the finished, I don't know what to call this. Stay Blooming Bloody Rose. I don't know, but my camera's dying and I can't let this flower go because it'll probably drop, but this is my take on the Bloody Rose. Oh my god. I don't even know if I'm gonna post this. I might just post it just to show you guys that not every Halloween look works out for me. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. Don't forget to give it a thumbs up. Comment down below what you like in the future. Please subscribe. Don't forget to subscribe to my Angel's channel, which is M&A Forever Ever. Stay bloomy, and I'll see you in my next video. I can't believe I'm doing this. Thanks for watching. Bye.
got